What's going on, Raindrops? This week on Hobby News Thursday, we have a few new reveals, as well as a new look at the Codex Space Marine, and more. Let's get into it. So first, let's talk about the new detachment rules in the Codex. First look is going to be at First Companies and Firestorm Assault Forces. So the First Company Task Force. These are primarily going to be your higher up, your veterans, you know. Their detachment role is extremist level threat. The First Company veterans have fought at the forefront of their chapter's ways for many mortal lifespans. Experience has taught them to identify the foe's lethal threats and to lead their battle brothers to purge them from existence. Once per battle in your command phase, you can use this ability. If you do, until the start of your next command phase, each time a model from your army with the Oath of Movement ability makes an attack that targets your Oath of Movement target, you can re-roll the wound roll as well. Then their enhancement is Iron Resolve. This hero shrugs off even horrendous wounds. Adeptus Astartes Terminator models only. The bearer has the Feel No Pain 5+ ability. Once per battle after the bearer's unit is selected as the target of one or more attacks, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, until the end of the phase, models in this bearer's unit have the Feel No Pain 5+ ability. Next up, we have the Battle Tactic Stratagem for the First Company Task Force, at least one of them. Many of the legendary tales of the First Company holding their ground against the odds, weathering assaults that would have swept away lesser warriors. When your opponent's charge phase, just after an enemy unit ends a charge move, target one Adeptus Astartes Terminator Blade Guard Veteran Squad, Stern Guard Veteran Squad, or Vanguard Veteran Squad unit from your army within engagement range of that enemy unit. Until the end of turn, each time an attack is allocated to a model in your unit, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of that attack. That's a really good stratagem. Then, of course, next we have the Firestorm Assault. These are going to be primarily your salamanders. Close Range Eradication. Space Marines are the Emperor's finest shock troops, striking at the foe before they can react. In their rapid, mechanized assaults, Space Marines smash aside the enemy, destroying them at close quarters without mercy. Ranger weapons equipped by Adeptus Astartes models from your army have the Assault ability, and each time an attack made with such a weapon targets a unit within 12, add 1 to the strength characteristic of that attack. And then while you're doing that, might as well bring them on with the War-Tempered Artifice. Having labored long in the chapter's forges, this warrior smith has crafted his personal armaments. Each weapon is a masterwork tool of death, dealing wrought with care and strength, embellished with the icons of their marker's brotherhood. Adeptus Astartes infantry model only, add 3 to the strength characteristic of this bearer's melee weapons. Then, of course, there's the Gladius Task Force. I believe we already know about the Gladius Task Force, but apparently they're talking about another stratagem. Armor of Contempt. The Beleriance of the Adeptus Astartes combined with their post-human physiology makes them unyielding foes to face. When your opponent's shooting phase or the fight phase, just after an enemy unit has selected its targets, one Adeptus Astartes unit from your army that was selected as the target of one or more of the attacking unit's attacks. Until the end of the phase, each time an attack targets your unit, worsen the armor penetration characteristic of that attack by 1. And that is not quite yet it for the detachments in Codex Space Marines. We're going to look at some more right now. The new detachments aren't just for the first founding chapters. You can use them for any chapter. Obviously, they've been pushing that a lot. So first off, if you're playing more of a White Scars army, we've got the Stormlands Task Force. Their detachment rule is Lightning Assault. The warriors of the Stormlands Task Force employ high-speed tactics and hit-and-run warfare. They do battle on the move, wrong-footing their enemies with breakneck maneuvers and melting away one moment, only to crash home like a thunderbolt the next. Adeptus Astartes units from your army are eligible to declare a charge in a turn which they advanced or fell back, which is always really useful. And then, of course, the unit role that's going to come along with this is going to be Hammer of Wrath, which is for your jump pack intercessors, which... I need to get me some. once they come out. Each time this unit ends a charge move, select one enemy unit within engagement range of it, then roll 1d6 for each model in this unit that is within engagement range of that enemy unit. For each 4+, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound. And then the stratagem that's going to be for the Stormlands Task Force is going to be Wind Swift Evasion. Space Marines are loath to be brought into combat on any other's terms, especially the warriors of the Stormlands Task Force, whose battlefield tactics revolve around speed and precise, ferocious assaults. When your opponent's movement phase, just after an enemy unit ends a normal, advance, or fallback move, target 1 Adeptus Astartes units from your army that is within 9 of that enemy unit. Your unit can make a normal move of up to 6. You cannot select a unit that is within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units. And then the one I'm probably going to be using, because this is going to be for more stealthy units, it's going to be the Vanguard Spearhead. It looks like they're... Oh, no. For some reason, they're starting off with a stratagem, which is strange, but okay. Strike from the Shadows. To evade one's enemies and sow confusion can be a deadly weapon in itself when your shooting phase. Target 1 Adeptus Astartes infantry unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot this phase. Effect. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit makes a ranged attack that targets an enemy unit that is more than 12 away, improve the ballistic skill and armor penetration characteristic of that attack by 1. If 1 or more enemy models are destroyed as a result of those attacks, select one of those destroyed models. The destroyed models units must take a battle shock test. The detachment's rule for this detachment is going to be Shadow Masters. The warrior of a vanguard spearhead slipped through the shadows, half-seen specters barely visible to the foe. Enemies blaze away into the gloom with increasing panic, their shots flying wild as a covert specialist encircle their victims, preparing to level the killing blow. Each time a ranged attack targets an Adeptus Astartes unit from your army, unless the attacking model is within 12, subtract 1 from the hit roll, and the target has benefit of cover against that attack. Codex Space Marine should be coming out fairly soon. I'm interested to see what other ones they're coming out with. Definitely, I'm going to be running with my army, because they're meant to be like the stealthy Space Wolves. I'm going to be running the Vanguard Spearhead detachment myself. Let me know in the comments what detachment you're planning on running so far. But we do have a few new models that just released. Let's have a look at those. So all of the new models are for Heresy, but you can use them in Legends, of course. And honestly, I might pick this guy up. It's a Space Wolves model, so you know I had to talk about it. And just look at him. They do some talking about it, but and it's not just that helmet. That helmet looks really cool and all, but the beard head, look at that. Oh, the shield on the back. Oh, you've convinced me even more. The wolf head on the pauldron, all of it. Just all of this is so cool, and I really want one. Oh, looks like they're also getting some new beaky helmets, which is cool. Oh, this one has a is that common in Heresy to have a bayonet? I've never noticed that before. Huh. But yeah, these helmets also look really cool. They're resin, of course, but still, look at this guy. He just looks so cool. I want him. I'm gonna get him probably. I'm so probably gonna get this. I don't know so much about the heads, but definitely gonna get the model. Look at him. Just looks so cool. Can make him in a chaplain or something. I don't know. But we still have more models to look at. Let's look into those before I gush over this model more. More cool models to look at. We have this Sons of Horus model, which honestly might also get him. He's pretty badass looking. That head, the sword. Oh, he's got a half mask head too. That would actually be really cool for some of my units. So many models that I want to get, and they all just look so damn cool. Hell, damn. I think this one is it though for our Warhammer news. Let's go check out what's new on Hero Forge in the past 2 weeks. So for Hero Forge, we actually have quite a lot. First up, we have a new race that you can do, which is the Lion Folk. And we also have this new outfit that he's wearing, which is the Airship Captain. There's a few options with this. First off, you can have the lensless pilot goggles or the pilot goggles. You can have no pilot goggles, and instead you can have them on the hat or not on the hat. And I believe, yeah, that's it for that one. There's the new shoulder pads, which you, of course, can do on either shoulder. Nothing in the next section for this one, but we do have a new coat and a new under. We also have the vest with tie and the vest without the tie. It's hard to see with the model I chose with the lion race, but it's there, I swear. Then we have two new sets of gloves, actually. We have the captain's gauntlets and the captain's gloves. If you're looking for more of a fingerless look, the captain's gloves are the great way to go. If you're not, if you're looking for more gauntlets, there's the gauntlet. Simple and easy. And as for legs, there's the airship captain legs. No belt. And don't know about boots. Give me a second. Let me switch over his race real quick to something that I can look at that with. Airship captain boots, heels, and I think, yeah. So boots and heels. Then for gear, we have some new things. We have some new axes, looks like. The gross wing axe, the bearded axe with straps, the geometric double axe, and the ornate double axe. Basically, you've got Elven, Viking. I'm going to go futuristic sci-fi axe, and then fancy. And then back, there is the new airship captain's pack. And we are not quite done yet because there are, let me remove his outfit here really fast. There are new decals. You've got kind of a lava, I believe this is like lava cracks throughout them, like all over, just lava cracks and lightning cracks, which, ooh, I can put these on some characters actually. And you have those for all sorts of, you got eyes, nothing for the hair, of course, but eyes, legs, all sorts of new stuff. Fun stuff coming. Oh, this is also a new one I haven't seen before, the robot parts. Beast muzzle markings. These are some new ones I haven't seen before, but they're not marked as new, so I must have just missed them. But yeah, that's it for all of that. Let's get into my personal news now. Hobby News Thursday. I have a few announcements, of course. Stream on Saturday. Make sure to go catch that on Twitch. IC_Stormbreaker, as always. Other than that, I am working on plans on getting some new stuff here on YouTube. I'll tell you what they are. It's not going to be a big secret. They are going to be tutorials for how I do stuff. The first one is going to be on decals. That is going to wait, though, for a bit while I wait to get a new camera. If you guys haven't heard about that news on Twitch, make sure to go follow the Discord. A lot of the updates there happen on my Discord. Link in the description should work. I don't know. If it's not, someone let me know, because I've been trying to see if that's working or not, and I don't think it is, but I also have no way of testing it. So if that's not working, someone let me know. But if you want to keep up with news, make sure to go on the Discord. I'm pretty active on there and pretty vocal about like what's going on. My tablet no longer wants to connect, so I haven't been doing any miniature painting streams, but I'm still trying to stream on Twitch. I'm planning on getting a new camera here before Saturday, so this Saturday should be a miniature painting stream. If it's not, it means I failed. Other than that, tutorials. I'm also going to be trying to write more for the audio dramas. I want to do another one of those. I just haven't been finding the time to write with school, or the will to write with school, if we're being honest. But yeah, that should be everything. I will see you guys in another video, stream, TikTok, whatever. Peace out. Have a good one.